So here we are with Season 4, Episode 2 of She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. Last episode, Catra has now taken over the Horde, she's in charge now. Glimmer has taken over the Bright Moon Rebellions. The kids are now in charge of the war. Good for them. We'll just have to see what these new elements are going to do with the current fight, right, between the Bright Moon Rebellions and the Horde. So yeah, if you guys like the video, like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. I do have my full length up on Patreon and early access on the YouTube memberships. Other than that, let us get started.
Didn't she call us here?
I'm sure she'll be here soon.
What does she do? Oh, there she is.
Oh, I see. She's really taking this queen.
Retrieve Mara's ship from the Crimson Waste. Then Bo will repair it, and then we'll have a spaceship. Take that, Horde. Glimmer. What? The
Oh.
Crimson Waste is a desert?
How are we gonna?
That need like water to use her powers.
Yes.
Oh, good point. Be right back.
Be right back. Take somebody else.
All the time now.
Yeah.
Can I hear the Queen? She's needed in the defense meeting immediately.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
No! Okay, it's the desert! Alright?
Interruption to my morning meditation.
Meditation.
See so much of our beautiful planet before I've had my daily tea ceremony. Sorry.
She got like snow on her?
A little lost on the way.
Yeah, I was wondering why she had...
Like I was has tons of plants which you can use to bring the ship back.
No!
The Crimson Waste. That's the one.
No!
As my first
Alright.
Queen.
Problem. Too gung-ho. Too gung-ho. I was thinking, you know, in terms of, well, I did say last episode, right, that the Bright Moon Rebellion's gonna be a little bit tighter. I just mean in terms of their resolve. Not their plans, though, that's for sure. I guess that fairy thing replaced, where Entrapta used to sit, right? Oh, poor Perfuma. Getting your kingdom.
Princess.
Still, it must be nice to be home. Do you miss it?
I left.
Now I'm back. Trying to make conversation. It's,
You, make flowers?
Ah!
I control all plants.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. Why did we bring Perfuma here for?
It's just something I'm blessed to be able to.
Uh-huh. If we run into trouble, is Flower Girl over there gonna be able to handle herself?
Oh, she's a demon in battle.
When she has plants!
Oh. Plus, I got this.
A bracelet?
No. This is how I'll carry my
Okay.
sword from now on.
Okay, I was thinking like she could ease... Honestly, I was
know
just...
you trained with the Horde too, but I think all this time with the princesses has made you soft.
Where does thunder come from?
Soft.
Oh, that is true though. So, is anybody gonna help her clean it?
What are you? Why would you have an arrow
Arrow.
for this? It just seems like there are easier ways.
Hey, hey, hey!
Intention was kind. Thank you.
Hey, hey, hey! Water arrows are useful, alright?
Trying to be zen about this, but if I'm being honest, and I
You're
only
freaking out.
to speak my truth, I just don't get cacti.
Hey!
Well, you'll find that under that rough surface, she's a really great friend.
Talking about Huntara.
This cacti thing.
No, she just means literally cactus.
No, I really need cacti. You still have to water them, and I always underwater them, then overwater, and
They're sturdy plants, alright? They're survivalists. They can live in the worst environment. Or the driest, technically.
morning ritual to make sure I am my best self, but today,
My
my
rich.
ritual was
Uh-oh.
interrupted, and now I am here, surrounded by cacti. How am I ever gonna use them to move the ship?
Oh, they've already moved it.
Souped it up so Glimmer can check in.
I souped it up.
Ship yet?
No.
Well, there's a small problem.
Hang up.
Because, the mission is going just so good.
Hi, I'm
We,
the commission's cutting out right now. The connection's running out right now.
Huntara can track anything in the waste.
All right, Huntara.
Tracker too.
All right, no need to compete. Oh my god.
Rubber. You may be right.
It was the Horde. Wow.
my home.
Oh, the Horde has just... Oh, there was like a Horde warrior up above, so... Oh shit! Bug fights!
This has been my gang's base since I arrived here. Nothing can hide from me in this valley.
Is your gangster around? Wow! Fucking got him. Oh, I think that's the new character we haven't seen yet.
Catra's goons are here. They're not her goons. They're my goons.
Well, they're Catra's now.
You afraid to fight, Flower Girl?
If they're here, there's sure to be others. We'll be outnumbered.
Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of the Horde.
Understood. But finding the ship is our mission. They went this way. Over here.
Oh, who are they chasing after?
That was fast.
What, did you miss me already?
Just don't drop anything else.
Nah, these guys look like they've got it covered. I'd rather hang out in here with you.
What is going on?
Again, I am just so sorry about...
Oh, she's a chameleon.
This is a thing that I'm seeing. Are you also seeing two of me?
I have a twin.
I always felt this emptiness inside, and like there was someone who would just understand.
I felt this
Oh,
emptiness
so much
in...
sense to me. Ugh, who am I kidding? Horde probably cloned me. A lot of paperwork at some point.
And you didn't read any of it? I just love them walking like this. Just, ooh.
Interfering with business.
My god, dude, the fucking spits. Just the Horde flag? Oh no, I was thinking, I'm like,
Important thing you forgot.
don't trust it. Don't trust anyone.
Trust no one.
She's called...
The Huntara I knew would have
Seeing this coming. I guess she's gone soft.
soft.
Ah!
Perfuma, cactus, block off this alley so they can't surround us.
If she can control the cactus anyways. Well, this isn't your hometown anymore. Oh my god, Nia turned out on silent.
I'm in the middle of the most boring meeting.
Just hang up on her! I swear to Christ, just...
You are? That sounds so
Shh! They keep hanging up on her.
double trouble. And I'm about to become your new best friend.
Double trouble.
I'm done with best friends. All I want from you is for you to stop being me. Oh, sorry. I plain forgot. Sometimes I just get
So lost.
in my character.
Oh.
Thank you.
I gotta sit down.
I gotta sit down.
Huh. So it's money you're after.
Or like,
We all, darling.
oh,
But if you don't require
for money, okay.
gifts, I'll just take my business to the other
Other side. Might as well have them on her team. On your team, I mean.
A knack for getting out of tight spots.
What?
And you can change into anyone, anytime.
Easy, infiltrate, dude.
What I do is so much more than changing.
They take up the character.
Transform. My real gift is committing to my role.
Oh, they're an actor.
Physically replicate doesn't mean a thing if you can't be them
Emotionally.
It's an art.
Ah, an artist! Uh-oh. That's gonna be real trouble if they've literally got somebody, lure a spy!
I hate cacti! There, I said it! I love and honor all things
Except cacti!
and I don't like spitting or crimson waste. It is full of
Negative energy.
Used to be a great place where an honest criminal could carve out a life.
well, it's terrible now.
An honest criminal.
Ouch!
She can't even...
Did you seriously hang up on me?
Yes!
But just because we were running from the Horde, and now we're hiding from the Horde. Also,
The Horde has our ship.
We totally have it under control. Really? This is so cool. A dire
She just wants to be in the fucking...
I can't believe I'm missing this for a
the meeting. Are you even attending the meeting? Like...
I can hack into their system and see where all of the Horde soldiers are in the valley.
Oh my god, it's like a mini-map with the enemy.
And there's our ship.
Where? I don't know if this map makes any sense.
But it's gonna depend on you, Perfuma.
We should probably come up with a
Immediately.
We're not in the
Hey, you know, you gotta understand, Cacti. So, like, did anybody hear that? Did anybody hear her just yell out for the honor of Grayskull?
Hello.
So, like, you guys' plan is to just charge in? Actually, no plan? Well, actually, no. Their plan is to get Perfuma to do something.
Careful with the goods.
Uh-oh. But, like, is this actually Catra? Immediately gets distracted with Catra. Instead of forcing the cacti, talk to the cacti, you know?
Right?
Do a little meditation.
I don't have to be.
Roots? We're underground. Roots? Yeah, fuck them cacti! We can just use roots instead! Oh my god, she's just literally breaking roots through the fucking rocks. Oh my god.
Cacti have the most powerful root system I've ever seen.
Of course!
So wrong about them.
Oh, and I was definitely wrong about you, flower girl.
That's how they survive for so long. So, like, if they take the ship and that chameleon person is in there, then that means that they can hide and basically get taken to, I just fucking held her like a baby. But yeah, like, if they take the ship back and the chameleon person is in there, then that means they have an infiltrator in the midst. Oh, shit! So, like, this is the step to taking it up, but, like, where are you guys, like... I mean, I guess you're saying Perfuma is supposed to... Catra's gone.
How did she get out of that?
She's a cat. If her head can fit through it, I would assume she can fit through... She can go through the bars.
Wrong to insult your home. It turns out, cacti have flowers too.
Oh my god, itchy. Oh my god, that's kind of fucking... This is like a Jesus crown, bro. Oh, here she is.
Hey! You didn't save any bad guys for me!
Go back to your meeting, Glimmer.
Queen Glimmer, I need to stay and take the waste back for the rebellion. And
Okay.
For my people.
Okay.
I won't abandon my home again.
Aw, say no, Glimmer. I've gotten fond of this desert rose.
Ooh, desert rose.
Hear you calling me that, and I'll throw you into another exploding cactus.
I don't get it.
Yeah, Glimmer is.
Had to be there.
Being left out. Poor Glimmer.
Bravo! Yes!
Oh, okay. So that was not the... Okay.
I grew up with Adora, and you fooled her.
Okay, so that's... Okay.
Do anything. This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, again, a spy who's able to just get into character like that. Whew, that is big trouble, dude. That is big trouble. Two good things, I suppose, on both sides. Well, one good thing on both sides in the fact that the rebels now have Mara's ship, so they can go and study that a little bit more. And also, if they are able to get the spaceship to work, then that's good. But they've got a rather powerful being now who's able, Double Trouble, who's able to just, what is it? Who's able to just turn into anybody, so that's gonna be a bunch of mistrusting and all that. Also, I cannot stop thinking of Team Rocket now. Double Trouble. Isn't that a Pokemon move? Anyways, I'm gonna go write my notes, and we will be right back to the center. Okay, I was wondering this part because I noticed. I'm just like, oh, her cactus crown is gone for some reason. I thought I don't know, it fucking fell off at some point, but no, it's literally just she picks Perfuma up, and then it just fucking vanishes, and then it's not. Yeah, so they just they just decided to not have her cactus crown there. Okay, I was wondering what she was saying here. So like Huntara was telling Glimmer, hey, I need to stay here, and then Perfuma's just like, nah, say no, Glimmer, take her back to the Bright Moon. We can't have her stay here. Like, what the heck? You know, like, maybe if Huntara on her side is able to get the Crimson Waste, like, back on her side and all that, right? That could also be a helpful thing in terms of having more allies, right? It's always good to have more allies, especially if you get, like, a bunch of fucking criminals, and like, if you're able to provide them, because they're mercenaries, so like, if you're able to provide them with the materials, the money that they want, you know? Could possibly be it, but then again, I think they are more prone to just the Horde stuff because they are criminals in the end. Alright, so that was Season 4, Episode 2 of She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was, that was a pretty nice episode. It certainly is a bit of a build-up episode. I've kind of already mentioned it towards the end that this episode concluded with two things, right? With the fact that the Bright Moon Rebellions now have Mara's ship, and the Horde now has a fucking spy who can transform into anybody. And if they study that person enough, they're able to just tap into their emotions and all that. Although the one thing when it comes to like these type of spies, right, is that they don't particularly take on the emotions, right? They study. Double Trouble's an artist and whatnot, but they are not able to have the memories of the actual person. So like that's like the one way that you can figure out whether this person is actually a spy or not, but that will only work once they figure out that there is a spy, right? So you know what, let's I'm gonna talk about Double Trouble first. Double Trouble, at first, when we saw them, they were watching the rebels, right? They were watching the rebel first before they went on over to Catra to show off their skill and offer their services to Catra. I don't blame Double Trouble for deciding that they're going to join the Horde, because the Horde seems like the winning side. I fucking agree. If I didn't know that the power of love and friendship existed, I would probably join the Horde too. I'm like, they look like the fucking winning side. They look more competent than the fucking Bright Moon Rebels. And also, if I was in the Crimson Waste, I'm probably a fucking criminal. So like, I don't want to be a part of the Bright Moons who are going to be about laws and rules and shit. I don't have time for that. I'm gonna go join the Horde, where it feels like it's possibly a little bit more like chaos, you know? It's a little bit more of a lax ruling and everything. So understandable that Double Trouble is willing to join the Horde, although I do wonder if there's like a I would find it very funny if Double Trouble actually just becomes a double agent. Nothing like a fucking spy who's a double, triple agent. But I certainly can't remember what I wanted to talk about for Double Trouble. Oh yeah, the thing with Double Trouble that I wanted to talk about is that when they were doing the test run, right, as Catra, and they were fighting with Adora, or She-Ra, technically, I was wondering whether this was actually Catra or not. Cause like the moment they introduced this transformative character, it's just like, oh shit, I can't trust anything anymore. But eventually I'm just kind of like, you know, maybe it's Catra, whatever. But also, well, actually no, my initial thought was that I thought that this was Catra, and that they were going to get Double Trouble to be in the ship somewhere to basically relay on the Bright Moon Rebellion. But as it turns out, it was just a test run to see that, as Catra says later on, I've known Adora for years and she got fooled by you. This is great, right? This is a great opportunity to basically fuck them up on the inside. So I would presume that this is what Catra is going to do. Perhaps what they can do is they're going to take somebody, oh, oh, I just realized Entrapta is on Beast Island right now, so they technically can use Entrapta's identity, right, for her to be like, oh, I've ran away from the Horde, you know, after, and like Catra could just fill up the gaps for Double Trouble, like, oh, Catra shocked me and she put me in jail, and you know, I'm out now, and so here I am with the Bright Moon Rebellion. So that's the one thing that they can do with, if they were to, if Catra is going to take advantage of that, right? She's going to use Entrapta's identity. Because initially, what I was thinking was that maybe they're probably going to kidnap somebody from the Bright Moon side, right? Kidnap them and then replace them with Double Trouble, who will then be the spy. But why do that when they already have Entrapta, right? They've already pushed Entrapta over to Beast Island, so easy peasy. They can just do it like that. So I wonder if that is where they're going to go with for Double Trouble. Anyways, this scene here that I was talking about with when Adora was fighting against Catra and whatnot, I didn't really, again, because I was thinking that maybe this is Catra and Double Trouble was going to be in the ship. I'd realized that once you realize that this is Double Trouble, I was thinking Double Trouble as Catra doesn't talk a lot. And that was the thing that, as I was looking through the episode again and I was thinking about it, I'm just like, you know, Catra really enjoys just fucking talking shit to Adora. But here with Double Trouble, she just kind of says like, they just say one or two line, and then after that, it's just Double Trouble running away and like distracting Adora and fighting her and whatnot, and Adora is too busy just thinking of, oh, this is Catra, right? This is Catra. She's not really thinking about anything that's off, because she still doesn't realize that there is a spy in the midst, right? Once you start to realize that there is a spy in the midst, then that's when we're going to, that's when they're going to have suspicion of just about anybody. And God, that's the unfortunate part about a spy, right? Even if they find out that there's a spy in the midst, you don't know who, and you don't know who the spy is. That's gonna cause a lot of distrust and a lot of disruption within the Bright Moon Rebellion. God, dude, Catra has gotten such a fucking great card in her hand, and And again, the whole thing with like the Horde being like competent and whatnot, especially with Catra taking over the scene now, the Horde basically has gotten themselves a big fucking boost, and especially with Catra getting the Double Trouble card. But it's so unfortunate that in the end, the power of love and friendship is gonna fuck her up. She really needs to stifle that fucking shit, dude. But there was also that whole thing with Catra, when Double Trouble was coming up to Catra. I believe it was this scene somewhat, where Double Trouble says, I'm looking to see if we can be best friends or something like that. And Catra got upset and she's just like, I'm not here looking for best friends right now, you know? Like, no more friends, no more friendship for Catra. It's only me as the leader and my subordinates. That's the only thing that is that's going to be it for Catra, I would presume. So yeah, we can see that friendship, best friend and whatnot, a little touchy for Catra. But you know, again, that whole friendship thing's gonna go and fucking bite her in the ass. The next thing I wanted to talk about, just a little bit, is Glimmer. Alright, in the beginning, Glimmer is being a little too gung-ho about this whole thing. I said, you know, Bright Moon Rebellion, in terms of their goals, is going to be tighter because Glimmer is at the front seat. But Glimmer is still just a kid, and a kid who hasn't really gone through situations like Catra, who is now able to mold so many plans for the fucking war, because she has been living in it, essentially, even though Glimmer still has also been living in it and all that. But she kind of, like with what Huntara says to Adora, right, being in the Bright Moon has made her soft, and that sort of is kind of what Glimmer is. She is soft when you really think about Catra's leadership. Catra has been hardened by all of this tragedy and trauma that she's had, while Glimmer also has her own trauma. Again, just being in the Bright Moon, right, softens her. And we'll just have to see how Glimmer's leadership continues, because Glimmer is not one to have to sit in meetings and have to go through all these fucking talks and all that. Oh, she's getting to live the life of corporate, dude. I just want to be out there in the battlefield. Sorry, Glimmer. You gotta be in all these meetings and talk to these people and get fucking bored. I suppose that's why Micah's able to just be on the battlefield, because Angela has just been the one who does all the fucking meetings for him. He's just out on the battlefield. As Glimmer is in a new position, she can't exactly go out and be in the missions, because if she also vanishes, then who is going to continue on with the Bright Moon Rebels, right? So it's an understandable thing that she can't fucking go out anymore. And we can see how much she wants to go out, because she keeps fucking calling them during their mission, talking about like, oh man, this meeting that I'm having right now is so boring. Like, how's your mission going? Wow, you guys are doing this right now? God, wish that was me. And then with the one towards the end where she's just like, whoa, this sounds really exciting. All right, guys, I'm coming over, all right? She's just over here fucking running, or technically mass teleporting. And then with this one scene where Huntara just takes Perfuma up and, you know, tell her all these stuff in a threatening message and whatnot, right? And everybody's laughing, and Glimmer is just over here like, I don't get it. And so Adora has to tell her, oh, you had to be there, Glimmer. And it's just like, damn, dude, the feeling of getting left out, not understanding an inside joke and everything. So I wonder how that will play out for Glimmer in the future and whatnot. We also have more Huntara, which I've kind of just been wondering when we will get more Huntara ever since they introduced her. But we've got an episode with Huntara, and I just feel like, I mean, I would presume somebody out there is shipping Huntara and Perfuma together, but it was an interesting thing where Huntara tells Adora she's gotten soft now that she's been in the Bright Moon, but then we've got Grox, who says the exact same thing to Huntara, right? The Huntara I knew would have seen this coming. You've gone soft. And it's like a fucking kick back to Huntara, because like Huntara thought that she was still rough around the edges and whatnot because of the way that she's been talking about her attitude and her constantly talking about like, oh, this is my home turf. I know what to do. I know somebody who can help us out, right? We can trust them. Or well, I don't know about the trust, but like they'll help us out and whatnot. So and so again, with Grox telling Huntara that, just really kicking her in the crotch. So overall, I really like that whole spot. I don't really have too much to say about it, honestly. We also have Perfuma, who is forced on the mission by Glimmer. Glimmer was planning on bringing Mermista, which also, that's the other thing with Glimmer. Again, she's too gung-ho that she doesn't really think about what's actually going to happen. And it was Adora who had to tell Glimmer, like, hey, we're gonna go to the desert. There's like no fucking water there. What the fuck is Mermista supposed to do? So she just goes and takes Perfuma instead. And Perfuma was in her meditation ritual or something, right? And that's why she's a little unwinded, I suppose. Or is it winded actually? No, unwind instead. Oh yeah, she's a little winded. And she's surrounded by cacti. And she doesn't like cacti. She has to admit to people, I like every plant except for cacti. And I think Bo, when she was telling that she doesn't like cacti, Bo was trying to tell her that cacti, they might be prickly on the outside, but inside, outside, yeah, but inside, you know, maybe they're sweet people. Bo had thought that she was talking about Huntara. Which, again, I just like pointing out these details. I feel like I don't really have too much to say, just because I feel like my brain isn't like looking too deep into this whole spiel. I honestly am still just over here thinking about Double Trouble. But I do like this scene as well, with Perfuma trying to use these cacti, I mean, and Huntara is helping her out, like, come on now, Perfuma, you know, do your little meditation and stuff. I really enjoy it, basically trying to get her to do it through her methods. And as Perfuma said, you know, even cactus have flowers. Cacti have flowers. So she made Huntara this cactus crown thing, but I would presume she took out all the prickly parts other than like some of them on top, so then there's no prickly parts poking into your head. That's why I was like, wow, what is this, the Jesus crown? You know, like the fucking thorn crown just sinking into your fucking skull. Thank goodness it isn't that. But again, I'm presuming there are people shipping these two together. I can definitely see it. You know, somebody who is bright and bubbly versus a person who is rough around the edges and has lived in the Horde and all that, right? So I can definitely get the dynamic. But then I also am like thinking about Perfuma and Mermista as well. So I'm just always like, I don't know. I don't really ship people as much, especially like if they're non-canon and anything. Not really my thing. So that's why I'm trying to wonder. I'm trying to wonder if like we're gonna have like other type of couples and all that. And if those are going to be canon and all that, and if it's going to be canon, I'll be like, cool, you know, that's nice. I like their characters together, I suppose. So currently, still wondering about that. I mean, the way Perfuma calls Huntara a desert rose and everything, very nice. So, who knows? Who knows? But this is a bit of a short discussion. We'll just have to see what the heck the Horde's going to do with Double Trouble. So, until then, if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.